Hey guys, what's up? So the 2024 Video Game Awards is over and done with. Let's talk about some of the winners. Let's get into it. First off, we got Best Fighting Game, and this one actually went to Tekken 8, which for me is no surprise. That was one of the only fighting games that came out this year that I really enjoyed. Always been a Tekken fan, so big up to those guys. Next up, we got Best VR AR Game, and that actually went to Batman Arkham Shadow. I was a little bit surprised on this one because this game just came out recently. I guess I don't ever expect games that come out so soon to get an award at an award show like this, but still pretty exciting. Next, they gave us the Best Esports Game, and no surprise to anybody, this went to League of Legends. Obviously, that is a game that has been ongoing for a long time, has a huge fan base, very committed fan base, so no surprise there at all. Next up, we got Best Esports Athlete. This went to Faker. Don't know anything about him. Not a big streamer watching guy. I watch a few people here and there, but I don't really do esports very well. I mostly play single player games, so I'm not too big into that environment. But hey, congratulations, celebrate it. You deserve it. Next, we had Best Esports Team. Now, there were a number of really cool teams. I didn't know who any of them were, and then T1 won this award. Still don't know who that team is, but obviously, they're doing great things if they're winning awards here, so let me know what you guys think about that one if you're an esports follower in any sorts. But yeah, congrats. Now, the next award went to Games for Impact, and honestly, I was a little bit surprised at this one, but it went to Neva, and I was really surprised at this because I didn't hear a lot about the game after it launched. I was really excited to check it out. Still haven't checked it out yet, but I've heard a lot of great things from some of my friends who have. But outside of that, in the grander gaming community, I haven't heard much about it. So honestly, congrats to those guys. They make some pretty beautiful games and interesting stories in them as well. So congratulations. That's big. Next, we got to see the winner for the award for Innovation for Accessibility. And this one went to Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which is kind of like a bittersweet moment for that team, right? The game came out this year, did really well, but not well enough for Ubisoft considering the team behind it has been disbanded. A lot of those guys laid off and moved on to different projects, so I was actually really excited, but also like, what the hell? Like, you close the studio down and they're over here winning awards. So anyways, congrats to those teams, and hopefully they landed on their feet. But hey, you did something great for the gaming community, so congratulations. Next up, we got Best Family Game, and this actually went to Astrobot. And I can see this is the game that is for parents, it's for kids, it's for parents and kids to play together. It's such an interesting game. Great single player 3D platformer, and I just think it just made so many great strides as far as video games go. Celebrated 30 years of PlayStation, and I think they did it better than anyone else could have. So congratulations to the team of Sobi on that one. Next, we got Best Performance, and this went to Melina Jurgen, the actress who played in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. I know a lot of you probably haven't played that game. For some reason, it didn't seem like it got a lot of promotion. But when it did come out on Game Pass, I played it and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Loved her performance in it. I think she does a great job of enacting what this character is going to when they're experiencing the psychosis and stuff like that. I think it's just a great game altogether. So she deserves it for sure. And it's also important to note that this is her second time winning Best Performance, as she did win Best Performance for the first game as well. So clearly she got the chops. Next up, we got Best Action Game. Now, this actually went to Black Myth Wukong, which probably wasn't a surprise to anybody. The community behind this game is absolutely massive, and if you're a fan of it, you go hard for it. So, not surprised that this game won an award at all. I enjoyed it. Was it the best combat in the world? No, but it was still fun. Next up, we got Most Anticipated Game, and this actually went to Grand Theft Auto 6, which, I mean, yeah, come on. We've been waiting over 10 years for this game to come out, so no surprise that everybody is really hyped up for this game to come out. Unfortunately, I'm hearing some talk that it might not make it to 2025, even though the developer says that they think it's gonna be on track, but we'll see how that works. You know how these games they tend to slip back here and there. But congratulations to them for winning that. Yeah. Next, we got Best Multiplayer Game. This went to Helldivers 2, which doesn't surprise me because that's a really great game. Congratulations to that team. There was some turmoil for the game for a little bit, but it seems like they're really rallying, so good for them. Next up, we got Best Community Support. Now, this actually went to Baldur's Gate 3, which makes sense. They've been really supportive with the community, and as far as mod support, they've been doing a really good job of supporting modders in that aspect as well, so I think this is a very deserved reward. So congratulations to the team behind that. Next up, we got Best Art Direction, and this went to metaphorrefantazio, which I'm not surprised there. I just finished the game this morning, and honestly, it's pretty damn good. I think they deserve all the love that they get, so congratulations to that team. Next, we got Best Game Direction, and this went to astrobot. Again, no surprise there. Congrats to that team. I think they did a really good job with that one. Next up, we got Best Debut Indie, and this actually went to balatro. I don't know anything about that game. I tried to talk about it before, and somebody obviously corrected me because that's what people on the internet do. But yeah, congratulations to that team. Obviously, the game is doing really well and is really popular, so congratulations. Next up, we got Best Action Adventure Game, and this went to Astrobot, so congrats to that team, winning awards. That's the second one so far, so congrats. Next up, we got Best RPG, and that actually went to metaphorrefantazio, which does not surprise me. The RPG mechanics in this game are off the charts, definitely something that's next level, and I'm just happy to see that team getting the love that I think they deserve. Next up, we got Content Creator of the Year, and this actually went to KCO, not somebody that I follow, but I've seen like little clips of their streams here and there, and honestly, he's pretty funny. So congratulations, man. You deserve it. Next up, we got the Best Sports/Racing Game. This actually went to EA Sports FC 2025. Not a game that I'm really into. I don't really play a whole lot of sports games. Every once in a while, I play like a NBA 2K25 or whatever, but I don't really play a whole lot of other sports games outside of that. So congrats to them though, that's really big. Next up, we got Best Sim Strategy Game, and this went to Frostpunk 2, which doesn't surprise me. That's a really great game. Played a little bit of early access, and excited to see that they got some love there. Next, we got Best Ongoing Game, and this actually went to Helldivers 2, which again, I think deserved it. Congrats to those guys. They also made an announcement to some new stuff coming to the game that's actually out right now, so we'll talk about that in a different video though. Now, next up, we got Best Adaptation, just talking about, TVs and movies that have adapted video games and done it really well. And I think obviously this one went to Fallout. I think of all the nominees that were there, I mean, they all deserve the love, but this one really did a great job of adapting that world and kind of making its own story within that world. So congrats to the team behind that. Cannot wait for season 2. Next up, we got Best Score. Now finally, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth got the love that I think it deserved. I think that game needed to get way more awards this year than it did, but honestly, the fact that they got any award is exciting to me, so congrats to the team behind that. The score in this game is absolutely incredible, and there were a lot of really great nominees for this category, but I'm glad they got something here. Winning another award, we got Best Independent Game, which actually went to balatro. No surprise there. They also won Best Mobile Game right after this, so I mean, they were taking some awards home. It really makes me feel like I got to get in there and check this game out, but I'm just not sure it's my type of game. You guys let me know what you think about it, if it's worth checking out. Next, there was Best Audio Design. This one actually went to Hellblade: Senua's Saga 2, and I have to agree here. You turn the lights off, play this game with headphones on, and you will be more immersed than you have probably ever been in a game, just from all the noises you hear and the voices talking to you while you're playing it. It's really great, so congratulations. Next up, we had the Player's Voice Award, which was really good because this one is wholly voted on by players, so it went to blackmythwukong, because like I said before, the fan base behind this game, they go hard for this game. And I actually like that there was an award here that wasn't voted on by critics and journalists and stuff like that. It was actually voted on by average Joes who just play games for fun, so congrats to them. Next up, we had Best Narrative. Now this went to metaphorrefantazio, and I gotta say, as somebody who just finished it, maybe I got a little bit of recency bias there. They deserve that shit, man. This game is fire. The story is incredible. There are other stories that you have to experience inside of the main story, like when you're just dealing with different characters and their relationships and what they got going on. Yeah, man, definitely deserved this one for sure. And last but not least, we got Game of the Year. Now this went to Astrobot. Dude, good for Team Asobi, man. They came in, they made a cute little robot, little 3D platformer, and they just took it home. And I know there's some people on the internet who are kind of feeling some type of way about it, but dude, it's a great game. And if you don't think it is, then you're really not that passionate about these types of games. It celebrates 30 years of PlayStation, all the different characters you get to see in it, each level having its own theme and a mechanic. I mean, you get to play as Kratos at some point, or a Kratos-like robot. Dude, this game is a banger. So honestly, great shout out to Team Asobi. I think it is much deserved, and congratulations. So there you go, guys. Those are all of the awards that were given out at the 2024 Video Game Awards. I think Jeff Keighley did a pretty good job this year. There was nobody being pushed off the stage. Well, not literally, but you get what I mean. Nobody was rushed here. Everybody had their chance to speak, and people were really talking their shit about how, you know, things are going right now in the game dev community with all the layoffs, and I thought that was really great. I think this was a pretty banger of a Game Award show. And I'm going to do another video really talking about some of the crazy announcements they had, because, dude, they said there was going to be 2 oh shit announcements this year, and there were plenty more than that. So we'll talk to you guys about that soon. Peace.